Hello, everyone. This is Kilveyshaman coming to you this Monday evening with another Valheim stream of Bob Builder. Just thought I'd do a little bit more of that for the moment. Spread our wings, as it were, show off what we've done so far with the base, and get more iron. So that's that. But anyway, our bits for the day. So in the spotlight today, we have the game that started it all. Well, not quite, but pretty close. Talisman, the magical quest game. This is the 4th edition. I would hazard to guess the 2nd edition on my shelf somewhere. But at least with this version, the 4th edition, which is a remake of, well, this is the revised 4th edition, so it's a remake of the 4th edition, which was done by FFG, Fantasy Flight Games, and has been recently bought out again by Pegasus Spiel, I think. And now it's in their license, but thankfully all they've done is change the logo. They haven't changed the game at all. So I started off getting this in Fantasy Flight, and then couldn't get hold of any of the extras, and then Pegasus Spiel brought it out and brought out all of their extras, and I've managed to complete it. I've now got every last expansion to this game. It was a chore, but I got there, and it wasn't cheap, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But if you ever dared to put all the expansions out on the table at the same time, oh, this game is huge, But the core mechanic, the core principle of the game is still the same. It's quite a light game. First one to the centre wins, basically. There we are. Yeah, it's a good game. I remember playing a version of Talisman. It could well have been the 1st edition. Actually, I think it was the 1st edition. When I was a wee slip of a lad. 16. So that was 38 years ago. Yeah, very, very long time ago. But there we are. Anyway, so that is Talisman, a very good game. I would highly recommend it in its original format. At the very least, if you were to just get the core game, you don't need the expansions. The fun is in that core game, and the silliness you can get up to with it. There are variants out there. Since Pegasus Spiel have grabbed hold of it, there is a Batman version of Talisman out now. As weird as that might sound. I think there are some manga-ish type versions of Talisman. I think something Hearts. Can't remember what it's called, but something Hearts. Which I think is a Japanese anime. Or PlayStation game at one point. But anyway, there are versions of it out, but Talisman, the original, is the best one to go for in my books. Right, so anyway, into the game. We're going to do a bit of Bob, right? We're going to be on the server for those that might want to join in. Well, when I say server, a private server. We'll let us see what happens. Count how many times I die today. Look, my coffee's hot. It's not cold. My standards are slipping. Right then, so yes, at the moment we have a comfort level 12 in here. We have a pumpkin because it's Halloween now, so they released a pumpkin to the public, and I refuse to let go of this. I don't care. We had it, and they took it away. I'm ignoring them. I put it back. Right, and we have the mats now. We can make that, but we can't make the stone one. Right, and we got the hearth, but that was my weird chimney. But basically, if I hang around by here, we got a comfort level 12, which is okay. And out by here, then on the side, we got a little beehivery thing. And then we've got our workshop by here. Okay, and this is our little portal area with our storeroom by here. which I do need to upgrade. We probably need at least a whole row more of stuff. That I could actually get rid of now, thinking about it. It's only there because the workshop used to be all over there. We've got our smelter stuff by here, which we might have to have a bit of room to maybe put another one by here at some point. In which case we might have to move this. You know. So that's basically the layout of the place. Oh, sorry, we're there. Through this gap, we have our garden. Right. So it's adequate. It does everything it needs to do. We've kept the size of the moat, as you can see. Right. Why is my sound? Okay. Am I not getting any sound in the game? Let's get some noise, but yeah. Very little. Oops. Right. Let's increase the volume a little bit there. Seems to be quite quiet. There we are. It's a little bit better. Right. Anyway. So, seriously? This is like the third time in a row that they've tried attacking. I'm getting no rest at all. I can see me building another wall all around there. Cheeky, isn't he? Alright, and I got no food whatsoever. So let's get over here. Right then, get some cooked meat. And maybe some of that. And you're going to need a couple of these at some point. Have I forgotten how to shoot? That's the perfect height for them to not be able to hit me. Alright, got a lot of scanners down there. Should we pile into them? Nice little gang of them there, wasn't it? So the other thing I was going to show you, which I might as well show you now, is my little add-on over by here. So what we got here is our little road, as it were. So basically this goes down to by here. And it just gives us a place where we can launch our boats from. So what I might do at some point is actually build something by here, maybe. You know, a shed where we can store the materials for the boat. Or we could just put a locker by here. And then you just like have a workbench and a chest. Make the boat, slap it down there. Very simple, to be honest with you, but it does the job. Right. So anyway. What have we got on us now? Right. So raw meat will be that. Bones can go in there. So which one of these is for the swamp? That's camp 2. That's the swamp. Now as I recall, I'd finished this one off. So let's slap that down there. That was crypt. And we've done that one. And I suspect there was one by here. Right. So now we need to find another one. So let's snag this one. What's that over there? Is that another one? Let's deal with that thing. Crafting. That one. Building. And if we slap this on here, then in theory, we should be relatively safe. Ah, that was our first blood bag, was it? Good to know. And we got another one over there. See if we have a few of these. Right then. Okay, fair enough. Might as well go into this one first then. Oh, I forgot to dump the carrots off, didn't I? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, nothing beyond that. Okay, that's not going to work, is it? It's a fun game, isn't it? Right. That's the way you do it, see? Yeah, we need to take some stuff back already. And then we can carry on clearing this place out. This is annoying. I can see it right over there. Let's put that scrap in there. So nothing in there. Right, okay, let's put it in there. In fact. Right then, let's just put a few things in here for the moment. Alright, so we can actually put in that. So in that case, take them back. Right. Head down here. No good punching the damn wall. You've got to hit it with the axe, isn't it? Okay. Rooms within rooms, where? Okay, that one's a dead end. Okay, then we know exactly what's down by there. If you put that by there, it takes us over the weight limit. That by there. That by there. It's a fair bit over the weight limit, to be honest with you. Okay, let's take them back with us. Okay, have I gone the wrong way? That way. No, okay, there's nothing that way. Definitely not that way. Not that way then. Ah, there it is. Okay. All that, and we're still down that first sort of corridor. So then, let's chuck some of that scrap metal in. And we can at least get the ball rolling on some of that. Treasure, we've got that, and that. Some more of them. Where's the weird stuff? That one. That goes in there. Well, that would also go in there. Mushrooms. Right. And plants. Right, let's actually plant some stuff. So we want to put down some turnips. Oh, I've run out now. Good. And let's put some more carrots down. Yeah, we're going to have a veritable feast of turnips before long. Right then, so we've still got a load of carrots here anyway. So what did we need again to make some more potions? Okay, we need more honey. Right. Honey, coal, neck and thistle. Alright, we need more coal. Right, let's go get more coal. Right, what other potions do we need? What's the frost one? Right, we need 2 blood bags. We only got 1. The rest of the materials we've got plenty of. Oh, wait, let's repair our stuff. And let's eat some more food. And then we can venture back in. Near enough to max. Well, let's jump back on in. Let's just take that now then. Let's have one that way. So it must have been down here. Okay, what's over here? Okay, nothing else in here. Clear this one. Yeah, we've got nothing in here. See, we've already done that area. And we've done that one. Okay, we're now carrying too much. So that means we're going to have to start ferrying stuff. So, alright, the door's right there then. Okay, so this is actually the closest one for us to actually put stuff in. Okay, let's do that then. Right, let's go back to the other ones and bring their stuff back. Is it down yet? Right. Clear this one. Right there. Over here to this one. This one looks like a dead end. This one is not a dead end. Okay, nothing much else in here then. Fair enough. So let's see what we can drag out of here now then. So let's take everything else. And then we'll see how many of these we'll grab. Looking at that, I would hazard just one more. Dead on. Okay, so we've got 29 of them left in here. So we need to deliver what we got. And maybe go to the trader to see if we can afford that belt. Alright, we've got bones in here as well, haven't we? Some more leather. And some more food stuff. And a shed load more mushrooms. What do we want? Treasure. Right, so we want that. Hopefully we'll now have enough for the trader. And we can get our belt. Is he still pretending to be half in the ground? Yeah. He is. So we want him. Bye. And the next thing we're going to need is the circlet. At least with the belt, we can now carry a little bit more. Where do we put the portal there? Right, okay. How much scrap iron have we got there now? Alright, we got a fair bit. So what have we got? We got our iron mace. And we got an iron buckler. So we need a bit more ancient wood for that. So let's have a look at everything else. So that's 5. Okay. Upgrade that. Oh, we haven't got a helmet, have we? How much do we need for the helmet? More precisely, what do we need for the helmet? 2 deer skin. Okay. Unequip that. Recycle bronze. Okay, so now craft. We should have enough for the iron helmet. Okay, and if we now upgrade, we should have scale mail, greaves, iron helmet. Okay. We've improved our overall defense, that's good. Let's get some ancient wood, is it? We have plenty of ancient wood. So that leaves us with 5. We need another 5 to get another improvement. Okay, so let's head back and pick up the rest. Shouldn't be too difficult. Brilliant. Take them back now. Right, so this one is now empty as well. So what are we looking at? We saw one. Right, got one by there. So let's do that way. So it's over by there. Right. So we point that way. Okay, that's that one. Okay, there's one directly due north of us. So let's see if we can actually move this now then, is it? Crafting, we want that. And let's slap that down. That's the only way to travel, isn't it, really? So what the hell's that for there? Looks quite ominous, don't know, whatever it is. Right, let's jump through. So we can give him a load more scrap. And we got another 15 by there. So let's take that with us. We should be able to improve our mace now. Yeah, that's our mace. So now level 2 with everything. What else can we do? An iron pickaxe. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? How much do we need for that? 20. Okay, we can wait. Ancient bark spear. Well, we don't use spears anyway. One day I'm going to have to learn how to use that. the at gear, whatever. Iron axe. We don't actually have an iron axe, so we need an iron axe, and then we need an iron pickaxe. Alright. Huntsman's bow. Although I tend to just try and make the Durgar bow, don't I? We can improve our cultivator. 2 bronze, 2 coal. We can do that then. And let's take it all with us for now. What was it? Coal wood. Probably won't need that much. We'll take it with it just in case. Upgrade cultivator. Okay, that's as far as that's going. Fair enough. What can we improve in here? Crafting. Right, the bellows. We need wood, deer hide, chain. We can do all of that. 4 chain. We don't need that much. Seriously. And it's normal wood. And to be honest with you, I think we need to put some over there. So we can build that somewhere. Okay. Seriously, that's where he wants to go? So what the hell's blocking it then? Why does it need to be that close? Okay, let's trash that for the moment.
Hydrate, but all I have is coffee.
Morning, Queen. So we had one of those, haven't we? Yeah, we do. So the only thing that's left now is... That's 20, right, okay. We got that. So we've literally got that, which is 15, and we got that, which is 20. Okay, I can live with that. Oh, there we go. What did you have nice for dinner? Oh, we managed to fix the bellows, but it looks like they need to be really, really close. And they don't want anything blocking their line of sight, I think. But let's see now if there's anything else I can upgrade now. Well, you know, chicken nice and healthy, veg nice and healthy. You know, all good. Right, is there anything on this side I can improve on? Fine wood bow ish. Troll hide. No. Hammer, no. Ho ho ho, no. Right, okay. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Oh, where'd all this come from? Alright, okay. We might be making some improvements now. Let's put that down over there for now. Oh, that's tin, isn't it? Oh, that's iron. Okay. Right, I'm a bit lost now. What was it? It was the anvil. That one. And what was the last thing on the list? We need 15 normal wood. We got 15 normal wood. So what the hell was stopping me building that? 15 iron. Alright. Oh, you dumped it all in there, did you? Alright. Hey, what can I say? I was being honest. Put that up there. Nobody will ever be able to get to it. But it still counts. Oh, bro. That's daft, isn't it? We got all the iron side of it now. Now we gotta wait for basically to get silver and stuff so we can improve the other side. Oh well. Upgrade. What else can we upgrade then further? Oh wait, there we can actually make the other items. Iron axe was 2 deer skin, right? So how much would it be to drag that down? What would I recycle from that? That's leather. Okay. Windows error? How is it a Windows error? What have I done? Oh, for crying out loud. Let's just drop them on the floor. Right. We'll be back now with some deer skin. Sorry to dip out, but I've been up since 5 and need to be up at 5. I'll try and stay longer. Alright, okay. Well, I'm hoping to do one tomorrow morning. Hoping. Big hope. Around about 7 o'clock my time. Till maybe 9 o'clock at the latest. Alright. So that'll be 8 till 10 your time. Right, so keep a year out. Why have I got deer skin there? Otherwise, night night. Right, so iron axe was... It was leather. Oh, silly me. we should be able to craft an axe now. Okay, and what was the other thing that we needed? The pickaxe. Pickaxe needs core wood. Right, okay. Core wood we got. Alright, we just used the entire stash, have we? Let's put some more of that in. So let's dump this on here. Pickaxe, yay! So we swap that one out, and then we can recycle that one. And that should be that jack. Leave them in there for now. So we should be a fair bit tougher now. For the next time we go up against who knows what. Alright, we got no room in it, no room in. Right, so we need to move. Actually, we don't need to move, we can just trash them. We don't need 30. Just like we don't need 20 of them, really. Okay, let's get some more resistance. Take a little bit more with us. Alright, yeah. Might need a few more arrows. Oh yeah, need some feathers as well. So wood, feathers, resin. Let's build up some health and then we'll go raid the next crypt. Okay, off we go again. He's going to need to come down. Right. I'll just ignore him until he does. He's just going to stay stuck there, is he? Well, that's what's going to happen. I'll teach him. This is a dead end. Or is it? Oh, no, it's not. Well, actually, it is. Oh, silly. How do I flip around then? Okay, so that's that area. we got nothing by here. So the next area is going to be here. This could be a quite small one. So nothing there. So the only one is here. Alright, okay, they put a notch on the laptop, have they? It's a design choice. It's aesthetic. This is a nice big place, isn't it? Okay, so let's put all the scrap metal in there for the moment. And we'll come back for it. Yeah. I wouldn't spend that sort of money, to be quite honest with you. Don't see the point of it. I spend money on what I think I need and then add a little bit. Oh, crikey. Didn't realise that would break that quickly. Okay, so how much can we carry? split that one that way. And we... that's annoying. Let's try again. 2. Okay, that's not so bad. This one's pretty much in a straight line. But we need to go back. Great, it's very dark in here, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Apple products are still in my mind just, how can I say, a yuppie thing, but you would have to look up yuppie to fully understand what I mean. You have to be over a certain age. Yes, we don't need them. Yuppie's not a logo, no. If it is, it's a recent thing. Yuppie was a type of person. Alright, sorry. Do you remember, I don't know if you would, but do you remember I used to have a thing called a filofax? Right, well, yeah. Well, yuppies were people in suits, young, upwardly mobile, something like that. But basically, they were young people in suits, business entrepreneurs, we'll say, right? And he'd carry these filofaxes around, these basically books, leather-bound books, that were like a precursor to the PDA, with all their contact details in, and all their appointments, and they'd be like running around making wheeling, dealing and whatnot. Right, but having a filofax was a status symbol to a yuppie. And basically, the bigger your filofax, the bigger your paycheck. Yeah, I think it means young, upwardly something. It was an abbreviation or an acronym or what I know. No, they don't. But that's where I put Apple products, unfortunately. Apple iPhone has broken that barrier, I will admit, to a degree. But people that have Apple Macs, I would put them in the same group generally as yuppies, personally. But that is only a personal thing, right? There are those people out there that genuinely do need an Apple product, in order to carry out their, like the really high-end art stuff. But there's nothing wrong with using a PC for that high-end art stuff either. It's just the majority of the professional market uses them, so everybody else joins in the bandwagon because it's just easier. As sad as that is. That's it, you know. Yeah. That's the thing. There are those that genuinely need them and use them for what they should be used for. And then there are those that just think they need one because everybody else has one, you know. Those are what I would then class as the yuppies, really. Did I miss a bit? Hmm. Only a small pass, is it? Once again, don't get me wrong. The stuff that they usually have in those Apple Macs are pretty much state of the art, within reason. I wouldn't say they were 500,000, but if anything was, it would be an Apple Mac. But then Apple lost sight of their original vision, accessibility for all. You know what happened to that? Now it's just brainwash for all. Yeah. I pretty much lost out on the whole architecture of the Apple products when they went past RISC processors. How long ago was that? Um, yeah, the old PowerPC. Apple and the PowerPC used to use the same RISC processors. I think it was PC's attempt to jump on that Apple market a little bit. Iron Greaves. Iron Scale Mail. Yeah. The RISC processor just floundered, I think. It did not take off. That's a long time ago, that was. Crikey, the RISC processor. Very long time ago. I think I remember Amiga were talking about it for a while as well. They were thinking of jumping onto it. Because it was CISC before then. Then it went to RISC. I think. I am showing my age now. Right. Okay then. Well, I think we got enough iron at the moment. What else can we make? For that frost one, we're going to need blood bags, and we've only literally got one blood bag. So we need to go back and kill us some... Well... some worms. So let's eat some food. Yeah. Right. I suppose part of the idea behind the PowerPC was if they use the same CPUs, then technically it would make the programs more portable between the Apple and the PowerPC. So it'd be easier to cross-platform things. Like the fact that it's probably more so the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox whatever, they basically PCs now, just, use exactly the same hardware. And we're deliberately going down here now. Oh, I'm going to die. I died. Oh. Yeah, exactly. And let's get some food. And then we're going to need to do a run. Let's go with full health, shall we? Or maybe. Oh, wait there. I need another potion now, don't I? Well, we shouldn't have any more scanners. We should just have the Durgar. And all I'm going to do is try and run in, grab my stuff, run out, equip, run back in, and beat the living daylights out of them. Sounds like a plan to me. Go on, give me a little bit more. 130 maybe. Alright, 127, that'll do. And in fact, let's slap that on to make us a bit faster. That's where my stuff is. Run away. Right. Equip. You have messed with the wrong person now. Oh, that's sneaky, eh? You thought you'd get past me, eh? Well, let's be honest, that can go that way. There's another one over there. Should we move this one? So, or should we... Actually, let's head up by here. Let's just have a nose. What is over here then? Looks like it's really important, doesn't it? We got more skeletons here again. Well, it looked really important, but diddly squat otherwise. Oh. What do I see over here? Something in the water by here. I need to actually attract the attention of these things. Right, let me just get somewhere safe. 2 seconds. Right. Okay, let's move the portal then. Ooh, it's one by it. build this one. Slap. Building. Ladder. For the old man. And then right. Good. How much have we got on us? Plenty. We got a few nice things down by here to deal with. Right, if you could find some turnips around here as well, wouldn't it? Not that we need them, but it would be nice. What is this going into? Is this dark forest, black forest? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Ooh. I like these. And if we just dig out this area here. We might find a bit more of the boat. Honestly, will it ever learn? Ooh, some more thistle over it. Any more blood bags dotted around? They messed my table up. That's just despicable. Just for that, I'm going to have to put it by here. Aha. Found some turnip seeds. What is that building over there then? Okay, let's head back to the portal then. Start making our frost potion. Ready for the mountains. So you can hear them, you just can't see the bug. Ah, there he is. Up we go. What do we got all together then? We got a fair few things there now. Might be able to get that circlet. What do we got? Right, we got a little bit of stone. Got some more fine wood, that's good. We got a couple more trophies. And a fair few more bones. Oh, look at all these turnips. So miscellaneous we can put there, man. That's a lot healthier, that is, isn't it? Raw meat, we can put all of that in. Plants, a few more of those. Right, so we got 84 carrot seeds, we got 43 of them. Right, so let's put them in there. So what was turnip soup? Yes, turnips, isn't it? Alright, boar meat and turnips. Okay, we don't have any boar meat, so we need to sort that out. What other things can we make? Right. Okay, we need to make that. So grey eyes, thistle, and honey. Let's go get some grey eyes. I think we could probably do with just like 10, really. Maybe 20 honey. grab these blood bags. And thistle. Doesn't go in there. Tea or coffee? What do you mean? I got a coffee here. Right, deer stew. Oh, for yourself. Ooh, I can make black soup. That looks good. Black soup. Right, let's get some more honey. What are we missing? Oh, the turnips. Okay. A couple of them. Right, so that's a health food. So let's put that up in there for now. So that's on 50. That's 40. That's 45. So we need to swap them around. Okay. In the miscellaneous section, we can put in our grey eyes. Our plants can go back in there. And they can go in there. Right. Are these ones ready to be picked? Right, and so carrot seeds for carrots. Okay, I got a lot of carrot seeds. I don't think I'm going to need that many. Turnips. Right, let's plant them. Okay, we'll leave them there. Let's plant the rest of these carrot seeds. Ah, good. Run out now. That was absolutely abysmal, that was, wasn't it? That's what we want, one of those up there. And we need quite a few more. Why did it have to fall so far away? Why have I got no room in the inventory? I just need some nice wild boars.
Suit.
What is it?
You know when you said you have no slots in your inventory?
Yeah.
I instantly just thought of the Man Sky voice.
The what voice?
No Man's Sky.
Ah, right.
You know, the no free slots in suit inventory.
Right.
Do you remember that voice?
Yeah. You're keeping company now on voice, are you? Or is it just easier? How much raw meat have we got now? 5. Is that all? I need a few more boar than that, don't I? To be honest, I need to start getting a bit of wood as well. Well, that's smelting. I need to get more wood again. So when are you going to start your own streaming again, boy?
Far,
What?
far.
Why? Could always do in the evenings where I don't do it.
Yeah, capture your
Capture my what?
base.
Oh, is it right? So just log into my game and just destroy the base and put a
No,
flag
no.
in the middle.
Capture your viewer base.
Oh, right. Okay.
Snow appeared.
Snow. What, on the community server or?
Read the chat.
Oh, literally a wild snow raven has appeared. Hello, wild snow raven. Oops. No, I thought there was something there then.
Level 51.
What, snow is or you are?
53, but trick.
And by the time I get back into Star Wars, it'll probably be level 60. Yeah.
Maybe. 10 levels tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
You do level up really quickly in this game.
Yeah. Just I'm obviously otherwise busy.
Yeah, like playing Valheim.
Yeah, well, gotta keep my player base happy, you know, or my viewer
Queen.
base. What? Well, yeah, you, Queen, Snow. That's pretty much it. Sometimes brown bears.
Sometimes squids.
Yeah, he's only showed up the once, hasn't he? Really?
Twice if I'm correct.
Is it? All right.
Oh, mock. You know,
What?
people do show up. More than I.
And there's probably a few that show up and don't talk, and I don't see them. Ah,
Yeah.
you're all good, Snow. So if they don't talk, I don't know if they're there.
Exactly. That's what I try and do.
I'm on the phone waiting for a customer service rep. Well, I work for Virgin Media, so yeah, unless it's Virgin, I wouldn't be able to help you.
Virgin America, yeah, maybe.
That would be Liberty Global. They are, as they were, the parent company. Please kill you.
Can't kill, but I can ban.
Oh, don't ban him. Can't
How
do
do I
that.
never would?
He only just showed up.
Beat me up if I did.
Ban him after he subscribes. No, I mean,
Ooh.
only kidding. 7 minutes, crikey, that's easy, 7 minutes. Crikey, just boil an egg twice. Time will fly by.
Faster than the NHS ever is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good move.
Music, oh well, okay, fair enough. Hey, they actually had good music in work today. Not on the hold, but on people's Bluetooth speakers. They started off playing some really awful, trashy, heavy metal stuff. And then I could hear Nickelback and a bit of Avril and, a bit of that sort of stuff. A bit of a little bit of Disturbed.
Really dating yourself over here.
Well, it was actually like as if I had brought in my collection of music. Alana Morissette, stuff like that. It was really good. So I started talking about my somewhat eclectic taste in music, and some of the girls there that are literally half my age were like, yeah, I like that one, and I like that one, and I like that one. I was on about like Cat Stevens, and it was like, yeah, I love Cat Stevens. And I was like, what? Seriously?
I was listening to Cat Stevens on Saturday.
Was it?
Yeah, remember the journey home for me?
All right. On what, Sunday?
Yeah, no, Saturday.
Where did you go? Oh, from
My
your
mother's.
mother's. He was listening to it up in her house, was he?
Karen.
Oh, she likes a bit of Cat Stevens, does she?
Yep.
Oh, well, no accounting for taste, I suppose. No. Cat Stevens is good music. I particularly like Father and Son, that particular song. But for obvious reasons, being as I am a father, and you are his son. Yeah. Or was it
Question
Matthew?
we got.
Or whatever. Question, you got what? Where? Who?
Are you?
What?
Are you really my father?
Ooh. Did you hear that, Snow? Is there any doubt that he's my son?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, now I got some raw meat. I should be able to make some turnip soup. Yay! I know you're all overjoyed about that. Aren't you?
Yep. Fills me with happiness.
Yeah.
Fun fact: the higher level you get in Star Wars, the more likely your armor is to come with a cape.
I could just picture that Darth Sidious at the tailors. Does this come with a cape?
Yeah. No
and,
cape.
and the guy shaking her. It does now.
Nah, you see, small fun. Sidious would be the kind of guy to ask for, right? Or robe.
Right.
So let's make sure we don't give him Taylor from Incredible.
Oh, that little woman.
Yeah.
Oh, she's awesome. She is.
He would not get his cape.
No, capes are out.
Yeah, but her reason was sound.
Yeah. When they went to the what do they call it? The carnage thing, innit? Of all the people that got killed with their
Into a
capes.
plane and other things.
Yeah. See, Superman wouldn't have that problem. He'd just destroy the engine.
Yeah, let's not forget that, if I remember correctly, Batman specifically answered this question. My cape has a quick disconnect.
Ah, right, yeah. I quite like the explanation of the cape with Morgan Freeman when with Christian Bale,
Yeah.
how they sort of like evolved the suit over time by like, okay, do you have anything I can use for gliding?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't know, we might have this.
On top of that, what would they? Was it like something base jumping?
Yeah, base jumping, yeah.
Yeah, doing really extreme base jumping.
Yeah, and then later on he said, don't take me for a fool, just don't bother explaining. I don't want to know. Right then, so we got a few of those. What else can we make? Trying to give as much variety as I can, like,
Yeah.
like deer stew. That's what I should be saying to my brother. Deer stew. Isn't it? Milkshake is pretty good, isn't it? 50 stamina.
Mud shake. I was like, oh, that is pretty good.
Sausages. I can't really do them. We run out of boar meat, but we can certainly do some more milkshake.
Not saying I just turned your microphone down.
Well, mine.
But I did.
What, you turned mine down?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I'm playing a heavy dialogue game, aren't I?
Right, so you just don't want to hear me anymore. Well, that's
Well, I do.
No, it's understandable. It's fine.
But also, I had you at 160%.
Oh, wow. And nobody can handle me more than 100%.
You at 10%.
I don't know what to make next.
True leather.
Deer stew, I think it's going to be. But for deer stew, we need cooked meat. Which means we have to cook sausages. Can I make sausages? What was I needed in sausages?
Thistle, boar meat.
Oh no, forget sausages. I need more boar meat then. Okay.
I know what I need to do. I'm sorry for this.
What? Let's grab another 8 for there. Snow, did he scare you? 5 minutes? Crikey, time flies around fun, Snow. It was like only yesterday you said 7 minutes.
This seems to be the one that scares you.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
That one does.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Yeah. Mainly because I'm looking around thinking, I didn't do anything. What?
And you are criminal scum.
Oh. That would have been better for Snow sneaking off into the, lurking off.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
Almost like anytime someone does the lurk, it just triggers stop right there, criminal scum.
Yeah, that have a soundbite add on to lurk, is it? So they sneak off and get rudely interrupted by stop.
That'd be perfect. We could set that up.
Yeah, it would be funny.
Yeah, but come on. The Queen would have used I'd have used that.
Yeah. I just burnt my meat. Talking to you, that was.
That happens.
I just burnt like 8. No, 4 of them. I managed to save 4. Right, okay.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say to that?
What?
Be more perceptive.
Hey, I can't multitask. I'm not a woman. It's either talk to you or play the game. It's not both.
It's not a male either, but there we go. Look at your face like that.
I was concentrating. Right then. Now that I've done that.
I'll beat you.
What else do I need to the deer stew? A blueberry.
Oh,
A
I got some
blueberry
mail.
hill. What?
I got mail.
I've got mail.
Oh, welcome, Alliance. What?
Alliance scum. I mean,
Oh, cool.
Need more carrots.
I've had much to consider since our alliance on Bell Service. Darth Aircage is one master, but a Jedi cooperating with the Sith is unprecedented. When I told the Jedi Council of our partnership, they couldn't believe it. For hours they debated, wondering how the Sith who hunted Jason Williamson could show such restraint. Confusion and prejudice closed their minds. Your actions give me hope. Though it may be decades before another Sith and Jedi join hands, I will ensure that our alliance serves an example for all the students of the Jedi Academy. See? Be a good guy.
Yeah.
You end up choosing living
Well, you don't keeps telling me to go down to take the evil choice.
No. I say take the flirtatious choice.
The Riker maneuver. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do what Riker would do.
Yeah, chaotic good.
Yeah.
Confuse everyone.
I wonder if Snow would agree with that. If you got a choice, always take the choice Riker would make.
Stop. Pause. Think what he would do. Is that how you're gonna go through life now?
Yeah. Going to work tomorrow, straddle my chair. Back to front, like, and then realise,
You're not tall enough.
yeah, find out I'm not facing the monitor. But I'll be trying to chat up three women. No.
Just hope some old buddy doesn't phone you up. It's like,
Get out my trombone. He had a trombone. He used to play the trombone, okay? I wasn't being rude. He genuinely used to play the trombone.
yeah, and you used to play the
E-flat bass, otherwise known as a tuba.
E-flat bass. You were so proud of that.
I was. It was awesome, my E-flat bass was.
Yeah, except it wasn't flat.
No, it's quite heavy as well.
E-flat, my back hurts.
You see these gangster movies that got the little violin in the case?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably be the guy with the MPG. If you know what I mean. It wouldn't be the little violin.
RPG.
Yeah. The one would be in the back of it.
Allen.
No, all right. MPG, I was thinking machine gun, but, I was wrong. But yeah, the one you put in the back of the Jeep, like, you know what I mean? Or
LMG.
the anti-armor gun. Everybody else would have the little violin case with a little Tommy gun hidden away in it. Right.
Unholsters 50 cal.
Yeah.
I need this for later.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you are. You're the person with the bloodied explosive Gatling plasma.
Aye. Right, let's put this little bit of honey back in here.
I've come to reign terror in a 10-mile radius.
The reason why I keep the honey in here is because if I put it over there in the kitchen, it dumps it in the kitchen, and then I don't know how much is there. I actually put it where the honeybees are. It keeps it in there. I know it's weird. If I empty this out and put it well away from them, then it'll carry on filling up. But if I literally empty it and just put it to the side of this wall, it's within 10 meter radius thing. And it'll recognise, oh, there's already honey in that one. Let's carry on putting it in there. You know? Which can make it a little bit confusing then.
God damn assassin droids.
Right, what is the time anyway? 1:30. Right.
You gotta watch.
I was debating whether to actually quit soon.
But streaming. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I was going to quit all of it forever. Yeah, give it up. It's a bad.
Delete
It's
the Discord channel.
it's like a it's like a drug addiction, like But no, it's not. What?
So basically, Snow joins, and you're like, all right, time to shut the stream down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Snow. I feel so sorry for him.
Honestly, it's not a reflection on Snow.
Making it hard for it not to be.
No, it's not. Sure, Snow's having a laugh with her in his lurking corner with the stop thief hounding him. Oh, crikey. What I'm going to be doing a bit more this tomorrow morning anyway. I'm going to try and jump on 7 till 9. It should just give me enough time. Well, I'll be up at 6:15. But it should give me enough time to have breakfast, have a stream, If I finish at 9,
Got to have an online stream or to have another type of stream? Because there's two different ones you
don't
can have.
cross the streams. I wonder how that works in Twitch.
Taking a whiz while playing the game.
No.
While playing Twitch.
Two streamers at the same time, like, on the same screen,
That happens more than you think.
Yeah.
I'm friends. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that to be fair.
Right then, anyway. If I stand by in the kitchen any longer, I'll be barbecued or smoked or whatever.
If you're getting smoked in your own kitchen, you need to get a better roof.
Hi, alright, wait times are longer than anticipated. Poor thing, Snow, poor thing. Oh. Who are you trying to phone anyway, Snow?
AT&T.
What company does he go? Music, wait time, 7 minutes. Just a customer service rep, okay, but we don't know who. Could be Ben and Jerry's customer service, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. True.
I got this tub of ice cream and it's gone and melted. I want a refund. What?
My food's gone cold.
Yeah.
You ordered it 3 hours ago.
This pizza's topping is missing. Oh wait, I put it in upside down.
You put it in upside down, what?
This pizza's topping.
Opened it upside down?
No. That has been an incident where people have actually put a pizza upside down in the oven and not realised it and then complained.
Oh, you mean like a frozen one?
Yeah. And then, what? There's no pizza topping on this thing. I'm going to phone them up and complain.
My coffee's gone cold.
What? Has it?
Yeah, I ordered a frozen one.
Well, mine's
Someone's
cold.
probably complained about why is this coffee cold? And it's like an iced coffee.
Right. I wonder where the mountains are, because I know it'd be worth like trying to take on a wolf or 12.
Do it.
Or die repeatedly. I'm just waiting for Frosty the Snowman to finish by you. Make my frosty potions.
Do it.
Right. Well, let me just jump on Discord and we'll have a look and see what the map says, because that's what I'm working off, isn't it? The map that.
You really could just do a reveal me.
I am not doing that. I'm keeping this.
Anyway.
I'm doing this semi-legit. Okay.
Yeah. We'll make an aggro for yourself. That's what it is.
This link will take you to Yup. Okay. Let's go to Yup. For those that are watching the stream, this seed, this world, is from a seed which was put on Reddit and then Queen put on our Discord, which has all the bosses and traders reachable without a ship. Basically, you can get to all 5 bosses by just crossing knee-deep water.
And as you may or may not know, Kilveyshaman hates anything that requires water.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh yeah, showers are included in that. Yeah, I could drown. I could have a serpent attack me in a shower.
Yeah, certainly one way to look at it.
Damn,
Right. My serpent's attacking me.
But as you can see on this map right here, we got Exthia over there, we got Elder over there, we got, if I'm right, we have Bone Mass is
Invisible.
about by here. Yagloth is about by there. You know what I mean? Where's... Oh, Mordar's down by here. You know where I am at the swamp by here?
Yeah.
Mordor is
Around the corner.
there. You know what I mean? There's my base. There's the spawn, and Mordor's like by there. What more do you want in life?
Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I wonder if there's any wolves by there. Because there's obviously the snow by there, and then there's a bit of snow by here, and obviously there's snow by here as well, as you can clearly see. And there's even teeny bit of snow by here. That one might be a good choice to see if there's any wolves. Yeah. Oh, it's raining now. Can't go out in the rain. I get wet. And it's like night time anyway. Okay. Let's go to bed. Oh, for those who don't know, pumpkins are, or whatever they call them, Halloween pumpkin-y things.
They're unlocked.
They're unlocked, that's the word.
I feel so sorry for this SIS assassin.
S who?
SIS. Sith Intelligence Service.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, it's not the secret intelligence service like in Britain. No. Maybe we are the Sith. Makes sense. We call it the Empire for a reason, eh?
Aye.
I know Queen pretty much is immortal.
Okay. If I'm going to go up the mountains, I better get some food.
He says you're his hero, and you kill him.
How long is he taking that damn thing? Right. Health. What have we got? We got that health. So let's split this one. Give us a bit more of that. That gives us 45. That gives us 55. And we got some more mud shakes. Okay.
Mud. Yum.
Or muck shake, or whatever you call it.
Muck. Yum.
Come on.
I don't know. You know mud shakes? Are you meant to drink them cold?
Well. Or the ones in the game.
No, the one in real life.
Well, yeah. Basically, it's an alcoholic milkshake.
Weird. I always thought milk and alcohol like separating each other. Same.
Yeah, well, when I say milkshake, it might not actually be milk in there.
Yeah.
But
that
there are
tastes
some cocktails that do have milk, I'm sure they do.
like the one I was on about yesterday.
Yeah, with that egg and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lurking it. Blinking heck, he just likes lurking. Tell him off, yeah. Oh, you can't now, can you?
Stop right there,
Ah.
criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch!
That's just for you, Snow. All that lurking. Oh! The toilet just flushed. What?
I was about to say, did it?
No, but I got my frost resistance now. I can go into the mountains unhindered. Until I die, and then I won't be in the mountains unhindered. I'll be naked in the mountains unhindered. Let's go spawn site. What are we carrying? Nothing. Apart from one grey eye. Never know when you might need a grey eye. They're in short supply when you're out in the wild. At least all the grey dwarfs seem to keep dropping them anyway. Oh then, so we're off up there, lad. Right? Lad. Right, we're going to have a look in the mountains.
You know, a Scouser or something.
Yeah. Lad, that's Yorkshire.
A Scouser too.
It's not.
Northern.
I don't know what north you're from, mate.
From the south, you dope.
Yeah, that's how it goes. When I was lad.
Yeah, but it's when I was a lad versus calling someone else a lad.
Yeah.
By that definition, that's Irish.
No, that's Yorkshire. Have you ever seen the Hovis advert?
Yes.
Right, well, the old Hovis advert.
No, because I'm not that old.
You'd have this old man sort of voiceover, sort of like describing himself as a kid, like delivering bread in the morning. You know? But it would be like, when I was lad.
Yorkshire wonders why they get laughed at.
It's a nice accent. I wouldn't laugh at it.
Yeah, the accent's nice, but they're a bunch of farmers.
Oh, I'm sure the people living in York would have something to say about that.
Yeah, because they're farmers.
Anybody from York listening to this, please. My son no longer lives with me. He just recently moved out.
Yeah, I'm a sheep farmer.
Well, okay, if you say so. Who specialises in electronic sheep?
Do Android dreams of them?
Probably. Right. Okay, we are heading to the mountains. Well, or a mountain. The way we're going out, it would be the Lonely Mountain. That being a reference to The Hobbit, for those that don't realise.
For those who haven't seen them, critically acclaimed award-winning film.
Or, for those that read the book,
Who reads?
me.
Yeah, you're like one of the few. Oh, talisman.
Oh, you've only just noticed talisman.
Yeah.
My goodness, boy. Was that your
Yeah,
reading
everybody-
skills that being engaged, was it?
No, it's called me not looking at the bottom left of your screen. Damn it. Still beat you every time in talismans.
Think about it, right? You might not know, but, I probably told it at some point in the past that, like, I played Talisman when I was, like, younger than you are now.
Yeah.
I actually played, like, first edition Talisman in Dodger's house and in Jason's house, I think, as well.
What's that going to do with me beating your ass?
I'm just saying, the one I've seen camera is 4th edition revised, so technically you could say 5th edition. If you know what I mean.
Talisman's older.
What?
Talisman's older than me.
Oh, yeah. But then again, so is Blood Bowl.
So is most games, to be fair.
Yeah.
Game's older than me.
Dungeons and Dragons is older than you.
This game is only 10 years younger than me.
What game?
Star Wars.
All right. Oh, look, there's a bow. Hello, Mr. Bow. Right, then let's actually eat something before we get to the hill. Otherwise, I'll be like, haha, I'm frost resistant, but I just died. You know?
I looked at your screen to just make sure you hadn't just died.
Do you look like a wolf? No, you look like a boar.
Oh, great. They put me in carbonite again. Now I'm slow and angry.
What's that thing about fool me once?
Fool me once, shame on you.
Mountain.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
Fool me thrice.
Then you're really not learning, are you?
Says the person who died to the same thing over and over again.
I'm freezing. No, I'm not. Here, doggy, doggy, doggy. Here, doggy, doggy. Hello, doggy, doggy, doggy. I need to wait for my hit points to catch up. But I'm wet for some reason. Which means it's going to take forever.
Slap the fire down.
Oh, I can hear a wolf. I can hear a howl. Come, keep me warm. Give me all your fur.
That's a valid question.
What?
What would keep you warmer? A wolf pelt? Or like a cow pelt?
One wolfie?
If you get what I'm trying to say.
What? A wolf pelt or what?
Or like cow.
I don't know. I think if I tried between hunting down a wolf and a cow, I think I'd hunt the cow easier.
Don't mind. Bow and arrow can take on a wolf. Bow and arrow cow just looks you're stupid.
Hmm.
It's like
Oh yeah, there's onions up here somewhere as well normally, isn't it?
there's no kitchen if you want them.
Come on.
I The only thing the Republic know are like put you in carbonite and that's it.
You're gonna put me in carbonite? Why?
No, it's like the Republic. It's their main attack. It's like, oh, let's throw a grenade at it that puts them in carbonite.
Perhaps they don't want to kill you. Perhaps they want to just preserve you.
Okay.
Or maybe you're taking a leaf out of Judge Dredd with his ISO cubes.
Probably. Who would have thought the Republic is a corrupt empire?
Is there anything in this life not corrupt, really?
A child.
Are you sure?
Well, they don't understand the process of being corrupt yet, so yes.
Yeah, but honestly, if you watch like some of these TV programs, right, and it always seems to be that genuinely innocent religious cult is actually corrupt. You know, they always get bad reps. What?
Religious cult.
No, it's not an oxymoron.
No, I mean in the sense of, like, the whole generally good thing. It's like, how many cults do you know that are good?
But there are a lot of religions and a lot of,
Oh yeah.
shall we say,
There's more
cults that are
aspect.
genuinely honest and whatnot, but on TV they get portrayed in a very bad light because it sells.
Yeah.
You know. Is it Onyx up there? I think that's Onyx.
What's he doing?
I can hear another Wolfie. There's some Onyx up there. Oh, there's some up there as well. Oh, I can make my tool shelf. What? Stop that, you lot. Come on out, you're taking a mick now.
Mind you, if we take, as you say, like with the religious cult thing, take religion as is, they haven't actually done good for themselves. Ooh, let's have another crusade.
Damn you.
And what are the main things we start wars over? Religions, oil, and
Has he gone down?
everything else.
Oh, would you believe that?
Who's cheating?
Who's cheating?
You.
I'm not cheating. But I did just find a dragon egg. I was actually trying to find the thing I just killed. Oh, there it is. Awesome. I got a Drake trophy.
Spawning these things in.
Yeah, right. Including the whole egg-shaped thing around it.
Yeah. Oh, how convenient. It's almost like one of them Minecraft speedruns.
Is it?
Oh, how convenient. There's this end portal right underneath these blocks. I just have to mine 8 down vertically. No one ever does that.
Notice this particular colour of grey by here.
Yeah. It's like someone's peed there.
What are going to be the chances of me finding silver? Alright, maybe not. It's worth a try. Normally it stands out a bit better than that, to be honest, if you do see it on the surface. And for the chances for this small little mountain to have like wolves and onyx and drakes and leg and silver, I'd really be pushing my luck, wouldn't I? What?
So, as you may know, the Sith have some agents in the Republic. The fact that your character knows them basically goes, look, take me in as a prisoner.
Right.
so I can get to where I need to go.
Okay, I'm getting close to limit, but what could I get rid of if I needed to? The leather. Let's get rid of that. Let's be honest, we can get rid of that as well. Oh, and the stone. Right. I need more wolves. Well, I can't actually make the cloak until I get silver, really. I think you need silver in the cloak, don't you?
Oh, come on, man. I don't want to kill this, Darth Maul looking fella.
Because
Because he's just protecting his, his Darth, right? That's understandable. And I'm meant to be there trying to help him protect him, but he's like, no, I believe you, I'm going to attack you. And it's like, but now it's going to make me kill you.
such hard decisions to have to make.
The Sith warrior with a soul. Eh? Rest in peace, bud. Rest in peace. You didn't deserve that death. One sec, I'm gonna emote next to him.
What next is still warm corpse, is it?
No, like a moaning one.
Alright, you're gonna like shake your head and cry, is it?
Yeah. You gotta honor the fact that he was willing to die for his lord. That's respectable.
Fair enough.
He just wasn't as strong as me.
Luckily.
He wouldn't die. That's what I'm noticing about this warrior storyline now. It's because I'm not like aligned to a Darth. I'm aligned to the Emperor, and not everyone knows that yet. It's like you sort of are trading a weird barrier. It's like,
Oh, there's another wolf over there. Oh, actually, there's two.
does that make sense?
I want to get one to attack me and then the other. Yeah,
No one knows your rank.
yeah, I suppose. How does that give me now? 3. It's like you only get 1 per wolf. It's rather annoying, isn't it? Oops, I'm freezing. No, I'm not.
Kill this bounty hunter.
Hello, Rustic Owl. Where's Rustic Owl come from? Rustic Owl.
He could be in the chat, in the watching.
Alright. Hello, Rustic. Haven't seen you around for a very long time. Then again, I haven't seen me around for a very long time.
Look in a mirror, then maybe you will see
No,
yourself.
I have no mirrors in my house. Are you back, Snowy? We don't have an opposite for coming out of lurk.
Rejoins.
Hello, Mr. Wolf. I'm right by here. Come get me. I'm right behind you. By here.
Unlook. See? He's figured it out.
Mr. Wolf. Are you deaf? I'm right behind you. All right.
He is kind of deaf, actually.
Right. Okay. Let's just ignore it. Where'd the other guy go? Where'd the flappy guy? Oh, there he is. You, mate. Come on now. Poke your head up. Thank you. No, after all that time of standing behind you, and only now you decide to attack me when I start attacking your flappy friend. Let's have some standards, yeah. I'm going to have to run away. That's my standard. I need a heal. Ha ha, you can't hit me now. I'm hiding with this tree. Oh, wait there. Maybe he can. Oh, he's a noisy bugger.
You're a noisy bugger. Hey, you up from upstairs.
Go on in, Mr. Flappy. And down he goes. There. And that was the ballad of Flappy Flappy. Right then. Wrong one. That one. And... Oh, no, I don't want to log out. Stop it. I now have 4. I'm a noisy bugger.
Yes.
Or is he... No, he's obviously talking to you, Yay. Snow would never call me a noisy bugger.
It's your stream.
Never would he call me that.
We respect you too much.
I can dream. Yeah. Look,
Yeah,
where all this snow come from? I could dream about being respected. You know, having my son look up to me. You know.
I do look up to you.
Yeah, only if I'm on a step ladder.
Yeah.
What? Ha, tricked him. Right.
You're standing at the top of the stairs and I'm throwing something up every time I look up to you.
Yeah, and then you probably missed me.
I don't miss.
Oh, you deliberately aim to not hit me then with things, is it?
Exactly. I aim for the door,
Alright.
then get stuck under the door.
Oh, come on then, you are. Oh, it's a brute and a shaman. Not that I really care.
Yes, he does.
Can't pick up all this really important loot though. Grey Dwarf Brute Trophy, eh?
What was that? You want a Cadbury's chocolate tool?
Let's get rid of that. Yeah, we got a Grey Dwarf Brute Trophy now. What's that then? Book berries, I don't want them.
They're the best berries in the game.
No, they're not.
I know, that's why I hit them.
Not when a certain person that plays on our community server decides to like empty the contents of their stomach out on our feet.
Bed. It's on the bed, always on the bed.
Is it?
Yeah. You know how hard it is to clean?
Boing. Boing.
Lock shrugs do not take kindly to being thrown up on.
Not far from spawn site. We'll get back to base then.
No, what you meant to do is you meant to fight Yagla and then use the bookberry mid-fight.
Yeah. I wonder how that would work.
Not very
He'd be
well.
too busy trying to wipe it off his feet that are still underground. After all that waiting on phone with 2 government agencies, I actually have an appointment on Monday to meet with a government official. And I bet you the first thing he'll say to you is, computer says no.
Do you have Form 1176?
Yeah, Fallout 76. Yeah. No,
Sorry, wrong form.
Yeah.
Government identification.
you need to go into QB.
Yeah.
And wait for your number.
Do you have a registered address?
Yeah.
Sorry, this isn't your address.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
It's no sight joining it. I have the wrong form. I don't know if you've ever played Fallout 76, part of that storyline, where you got to register yourself, basically to be in the military. It's so funny.
It was the most well-written quest they had.
It was, because it had just the right amount of annoyance, innit? But you got to wait in the queue to get the forms. All the time being attacked by
Ghouls.
the ghouls. And then you find out it's the wrong form. And you got to get in the other queue.
You always hear this. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
How do they say it? So
Yeah, some of the stories in Fallout 76 are worth it. For that element. Seems to be the newer stuff, they didn't spend as much love on them as the early ones,
yeah, well, some of them they did.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like the fact, at least with the Brotherhood storyline, it links up with the Sheep Squatch.
Yeah.
And that entire storyline.
The Sheep Squatch storyline is really good. Isn't it?
It's almost like a murder mystery. Like,
Yeah.
what is it? Where is it?
And then obviously what was it now? The Mistress of Mysteries.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful storyline, that is. Yeah.
Big Yankland.
This country, so-called Big Yankland, is made up of automated processes that don't work. But they do work. They keep you from getting at the government funds. So they do work.
Yeah, businesses can pay for that privilege.
The whole purpose of automation is to stop you from actually getting anything you want. Right? If you look on most American company websites, the contact us is about 10 levels deep. It's never on the front page. And if you look on Amazon on how to quit from, I think, Amazon Prime, I think, it's 12 pages you have to go through. Each one saying, are you sure? But you're going to lose out on these. But what about this? And how about, we do this instead? And eventually, after about 12 pages of gump, you will get to the point that says, yes, I want to quit.
You know how you quit anything from Google? You click the X next to your subscription and it's gone.
You move into Germany or Australia. Yeah, Australia got it right. Yeah, move to their country. I'd love to go to Australia, to be honest with you.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
The spider's going to be in the bog.
I didn't say I'd live in the outback.
You'd be living in the city. 1 minute you're calm, next there's a snake in your toilet again.
No, but some things they got refreshingly correct, in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
And that's no disrespect to anyone else, but yeah,
Most has to move to Canada.
they just have the right attitude, and it basically goes along the lines of, this is our country. If we're to live here, you do as we do, not as you do.
So you can get drunk on Tuesday.
Yeah. If you want to live as you do, go live somewhere else.
Yeah, we're just move to Canada. Probably cheaper.
Yeah, well, Canada is half British anyway, and half American, so, in theory you could say they got the best of both, Well, no, I'm on about just British Canada. I'm not on about French Canadians. I'm on about the British Canadians. Right.
They still have the French in them, though.
Yeah, the Canucks and whatnot, whatever they call them.
Those Quebecians.
Snow. No! With their weird bacon in it, Snow.
We have weird bacon according to the Americans, mate.
Well, Alaska is basically just Canada, but to the left.
And slightly colder. Amazon don't deliver.
Right, I think I could put a big, huge dragon thing with that. That's going to be a problem. I haven't got room to put them in there. All right, I'm going to have to have a bit of overflow here.
Yeah, you could live in Australia, I just realised. You'll be on 10 meg internet and you'll be lucky.
They have no carriers and 5 helicopters and 20 tanks, but they have the British Navy to support them.
They also have the American Navy to support them.
Uh,
Allies who need,
right, let's put the freeze gland in there for now then. And let's dump the onyx in there. And how many wolf furs is it for a rug is it for?
I don't know.
Well, I can't make a cloak yet anyway. Oh, there you are. So might as well make the rug.
Kind of dig that's smart actually. That like Canada doesn't have that many carriers and stuff. It's like it's cheaper. We can focus our resources on maple syrup
Yeah, there we are.
and oil.
Comfort level 13, eh? That's not bad. For a building that's got 2 big arse doors.
It's an air tunnel.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to get you with the Harrier.
Well, the British Harrier, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, well. I try to remember what the Navy version of the Harrier was called. You had the Harrier jump jet and the Navy's version, which was just called something else. Essentially the same thing, just had a different colour
Sea
paint.
Harrier.
Just had a different colour of paint on it.
You want to bet Britain named it the Herring?
But the whole VTOL capabilities, you know. Right, what is the time? It's 10 o'clock now, so I was planning quitting the stream at 2 hours, and now I'm at 3 hours. Alright,
Yeah, well,
I will be back on in the morning, but I do think I need to actually stretch my legs, have some supper, or whatever, have a warm coffee, and could contemplate bed at some point. So, do we raid somebody with 3 viewers, eh?
Oh, do we?
I don't know. So I'm asking you.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, somebody raided me, when was it? What is the miniature of the night? It's not a miniature.
box.
If you look, I've now called it. Let me just quit out of this. Right, let's log out. We'll talk about that instead. Okay. Swirly, swirly. We've now changed the name to In the Spotlight. Right. Crikey, that's a bit of a black border there. So yeah, Talisman. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a board game and, oddly enough, a computer game on Steam. The first Talisman board game I played when I was 15, 16. So that was about 38 years ago. Right. Talisman is a... Well, if I turn this around, it should hopefully show you a bit of the board. Right. So it's a very simplistic game. The initial board looks like that. Right. You got 3 different zones, like the outer rim, the middle rim, and the really inner rim. And basically, each person that plays has a character. They run around the outer rim until they get so many points. Then they try to get to the middle rim, and then eventually, the first guy who gets to the throne in the very, very middle wins. Basically, but the game mechanics are very simplistic, and you get like random cards, like a witch suddenly appears and curses you, and silly things like that, or a hermit comes along and gives you a wish. But yeah, loads and loads of people love playing it. But then, in their 3rd edition, I think it was, they started expanding it. Well, in 2nd edition, I think they started expanding it as well, with lots and lots of extras. Right, yeah. It's now made by Pegasus Spiel. It used to be Fantasy Flight. Originally, it was Games Workshop. Right? So you got to follow this. Originally, Games Workshop. Games Workshop then licensed it out to another company for the second edition, I think. Then somehow they took it back, and then they sold it outright to Fantasy Flight Games, right? But then Fantasy Flight Games sort of like lost it or whatever, and Pegasus Spiel picked it up. But the best version of the game, in my opinion, is when Fantasy Flight started taking it over, because they had so many expansions out that you quite literally quadrupled, no, I'd say maybe quintupled the size of the play area. Essentially, you had a slightly large square, we say, for the original board, and then they brought in expansions that expanded each corner of that square with an L-shaped board piece. And when you got all 4 of those expansions, they all basically met up around the edges with basically then 4 different zones. Then they brought out another middle board that you could flip over called Cataclysm, which is like a hardcore version of it. It was just amazing, the amount of expansions. But the core game itself, you can get it on Steam as a computer game, but you can also get it on mobile phone, but you can also buy just the board game. And I would say, what is it? Yeah, about 70 quid for the base set. And you either like it or you hate it. Yeah. If you want accurate portrayal of fantasy skirmishes, don't bother. If you want something that's relatively easy to learn and can be played quite easily by non-fantasy people, if you know what I mean, yeah, then you'll enjoy it. Especially the core game on its own, I'd recommend, with a couple of drinks. I think it would work with that. Just a core game on its own, a couple of drinks with friends, and you'd have a good laugh. Right? But if you want something accurate and simulation type, don't bother. But it came out, I'd say, about the same era probably as Hero Quest. Ish, maybe a little bit later. Earlier, is it? All right. Yeah. But it was out in the 80s, basically, when I was a teenager. Right? But yeah, it's definitely worth it. What? All the expansions. You need at least 3. Well, it depends on if you playing them. All right. Okay. Right. Yeah. 3 players are better than 2. I think 5 is probably the sweet spot. Anything beyond that, and it starts to get a bit laggy. You know. And banned what? Witch's Tile, is it? What? All right. That's the whole point. That's the point, isn't it? It's meant to be just to be a bit of a laugh. It's not meant to be balanced or anything like that, you know. Yes, I do need to go. We're rabbiting on now about this game. It's your fault, Snow. Definitely your fault. Right. Right, I will do my best to be on tomorrow morning, Snow. I'm Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm working 10 till 7 UK time. So I'll be able to do a short 2-hour burst in the morning, like sort of 7 till 9 UK time. And then that'll give me enough time to like nip downstairs, go to the toilet, grab some food, and get out the door by 9:30 sort of thing, you know. I'll be able to do that pretty much every day this week, thankfully. But when I'm on early shifts, like 8 till 5, I got no chance in the mornings, you know. But then next week, I'm going to be pretty much incognito for most of the week because I'll be going away on holidays for a couple of days. Yeah, Ian will take over, yeah. But yeah, so I'll be on in the morning, tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'll hopefully be on in the evening on Wednesday. Right? It's 4 days in Painton, or otherwise known as Torquay. Right? Down the south of England. They call it, some people, Old Person's Heaven, yeah. Some people call it the English Riviera, right? But, we go there in the autumn half term, Halloween, and we act like a bunch of kids, me and my partner. We're in our 50s and we act like a bunch of kids going on the pier, putting money in the machines with a grabby claw toy thing. And we go on the steam train and have a giggle on that. And we go around the model village on Halloween with the ghostly tour guide with all the kids screaming, and there's us in the background having a laugh. That's our thing. Yeah, probably. But that's what we do. We have a bit of fun. We pretend we're children for a couple of days. That and walk lots. We walk lots and lots. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I will see any of you in the morning if you are interested. I will be continuing with Bob. Maybe get some more wolf cloaks for him. But it will only be like a quick 2-hour stream. Okay? So other than that though, let's get off that onto that one so you can see my face in full size. I can't get any closer. Forget it. Right. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Catch you all again. Right. Bye for now.